Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to 5 Fast Facts on a Friday with me, Daniel, from the Visual Guys. Now, and usually I can say, that was this week's, and I always correct myself and say, no, that was this Friday's. It will only be this week's, because Chris is completely stopped doing FFFs. So yeah, welcome back to this week's 5 Fast Facts, Dan from the Visual Guys, blah, blah, blah. And this week, it's quite fitting, we have Sting, the sword, because we're going to do 5 Fast Facts all about Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Rings trilogy as a whole, the films as well, as that's not the books. But yeah, here is your 5 Fast Facts on a Friday, all about the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Maybe the best trilogy to ever live, exist, happen, being alive. A lot of these facts you've probably already heard, but I haven't had my chance to check them up there. And if you haven't heard them, I hope to God you do like them. Right, fact number 1. The scene in the Two Towers where Legolas, Aragorn and Gimli are chasing down Merry and Pippin. The Uruk-hai have taken them. There's that little camp where the Rohirrim have come in and killed them all. And there's a big campfire and Aragorn and I think they're dead. The scene where Aragorn kicks the helmet, he physically breaks his toe there. So when he drops down and he was genuinely in pain. With Aragorn, my favourite character in the Lord of the Rings, when he's fighting Lurtz in the Fellowship of the Ring at Amon Hen, towards the end of the film, when he fights Lurtz and Lurtz takes out his dagger and chucks it back at Aragorn, during filming they forgot to take the real one out and put the dummy one in to chuck. So when Aragorn literally deflects it with his sword, he is deflecting a real knife that's just been hurled right at his face. And thank you so much, Viggo Mortensen, because he did real sword training to make it sound more believable and as better as an actor and better to be Aragorn. He deflected a real one. So next time you watch that film and that scene, just know that he deflected a real life knife going right into his face. This is another cool one, and it's I know that some films have done this before, but they filmed all 3 films like at the same sort of time. So they'd filmed parts for the second film here and parts for the third film there, and they did it all in a big loop. Like Gandalf said, if you watch that Zoom call they all did with the actor that plays Olaf the other day, Sir Ian McKenna actually says the first and second scenes he did was meeting the hobbits and saying bye to the hobbits when he sailed off to the Undying Lands and stuff. So they filmed all 3 at the same time. I think that's pretty cool. Another cool fact is when Aragorn, Legolas, Gandalf and Gimli are arriving to Rohan, they're going to try and get Sauron out of the mind of King Theoden. When Eowyn comes out the front and it's windy and the Rohan flag's there and it blows away, that was also not set up. They didn't intend for that to happen, so they made this really cool, quite poetic and beautiful looking little sequence. Aragorn comes in, it hits the deck, he's looking at it, Eowyn watches it fly away. It was never meant to happen. They caught it by absolute luck, and it happened by absolute luck. And you'll have to quote me on this first little bit. I'm pretty sure the Lord of the Rings, the whole trilogy, is the most nominated and has the most awards out of any films ever made. But this is among a few class of films, The Lord of the Rings and Return of the King, to receive 11 Academy Awards on the same night. There we go, visuals. That was this Friday's 5 Fast Facts. If you did enjoy it, brewski, let me know in the comments below anybody you want 5 Fast Facts on, because I've now got Chris's stuff and I'm doing my stuff and merging it together. The next game, very big. And if you are enjoying it, Chris says he wasn't enjoying making them. I personally am. I mean, this sounds like a cop out. This sounds quite bad to say, but I'm saying anyway. They're nice and easy to make, and it's nice and fun to do it on a Friday. You get to Friday, 5 Fast Facts all about Negan from The Walking Dead, or Goku, or Ash and Pikachu. I personally like it. Let us know in the comments below what you think. And anyway, visuals, remember to always keep being you and keep out, keep it out.